Hello everyone, we're formally streaming Warframe. Well, you may have saw before, it was the little oopsies of Genshin. You know, every time a new area is released and you go exploring, random quests pop up, so the ones that are voice acted, I had no choice but to open a stream because I can't record more than 15 minutes, so I need actual streaming to keep the story safe. So we're going to do a few story quests. From Warframe. These ones are big, small, that I never got to do when I was supposed to. See, this one's level 25 to 30, so it's pretty weak. But let me change Warframe because I was doing something else that required this Warframe, but okay, now we're ready. Let's do some questing.
In his gluttony, Mr. Anyo took more than Mykona's most promising youth. He left the colony defenseless. 3 gateways lead into the colony. They all need to be shut. For generations, the Mykonians have kept these creatures at bay using something they call the Triuna. A powerful force and an ancestral secret. It pacifies infest. making life amongst the Scourge somehow possible. Without it, their way of life is threatened.
Let's clear this out so our children have a place to come home to. Tenno, that freak took my daughter. Will you find her?
Oh, some of them are starting to become corrupt, look. They have the parasites on them. Ugh.
Ergo wasn't lying. He brought the Tenno. What's gotten to these mumblers? Why would Net want the Triuna? That's all we have.
Is that... Are you a Tenno?
See those infested tumors? Growing with malignancy, as greed did among the Corpus when I was there. The Myconians can't close the gates until these growths are destroyed.
Cut down the tumor nodes.
The colonists are going to force the security gate closed. Don't let the infested get to them. Don't let greed win.
Mumblers! Coming through the vents!
Watch out! Can I shut that gate without getting killed? Let's find out.
Don't let the mumblers get through!
One door has been closed. 2 remain. Carry on. When that gluttonous freak, Mr. Anyo, attacked this colony, he went straight for the Triuna. He left these people defenseless. And for what? Profit? Typical Corpus mindset.
Hit 'em hard!
Here's the second security gate. Destroy the infestation so that colonists can force it closed. Ah, that's it. Now make sure the Myconians can finish the job and close the gate.
They're way tougher without the Triuna! I'm killing them! What I'm thinking about now is next! Tenno! Over there!
Covering fire! Watch out! Watch out! Defense! Over there! Open
Progress. Only one more to go. These people are survivors. Over generations they've adapted, learning to live among the infestation. To earn a living as all should have the right to do, never asking for charity. Like the Baron sequence. They were Corpus once, but they too sought a future free from the corruption of boundless greed. If only Mr. Anyo shared this vision. You know what to do. Take out the growths. Here come the colonists. Make sure they can finish their job.
Let's find out.
colony is sealed, but it's still crawling with infested. Clear them out so the Myconians can have their home back.
Will you find her? And a Triuna! Tenno, that freak took my daughter. Will you find her?
Target the pod!
Open fire! The Triuna! What? Why would
You did it. The Myconians are safe, but only for the moment. Get back to your ship, and I'll explain.
Access? Gonna bring home our sons and daughters, Tenno?
This is all thanks to you, Tenno.
Another job well executed.
You fought with a generous spirit, Tenno, but now we must work to free the Myconians and return the Triuna. The sequence offered to pay Anyo an exorbitant ransom, but he laughed it off. He doesn't need the money. So, we have no choice but to exploit Anyo's weakness. His love of gambling. Our only chance of freeing these people is to challenge Anyo and his brokers in the Index.
Slow down, Glast. My Tenno have already offered immense help, and now you want them to enter the Index? This is dangerous work.
Fair, but the Myconians aren't asking for charity. Their ancestral understanding of the infestation comes from an old war relic. A relic that I know will be of extreme interest to you. Return the Triuna and the relic will be yours. A fair compensation for the risk. To beat Mr. Anyo at his own game, we must first show him that we are worthy competitors. Only then will he let us enter the upper echelons of this foul Index.
This is the Index. I'm Cephalon Sark, your unbiased host.
By the void, ergo Glast. I thought you hated my Index.
Yes, well, since you've refused our generous offer for their return, we've come to play the odds and win back the souls you stole. Tell me, are you feeling lucky?
Luck.
It's a hostile market for Annual Corp. Broker down. Annual Corp is working its way out of debt. Points in the open. Restrained enthusiasm for that capitalization. Index points up for grabs. Got him! Right in the finances! Shocking turn of events! Appropriate expression! Not a good day on the Index for Neff and his brokers. Brokers! Trading is complete! Tenno Real in the win! This is the Index. I'm Cephalon Sark, your unbiased host.
You never were much of a gambler. Haven't you risked enough already?
If you're referring to all the titles and assets you failed to steal after my resignation, I've never been richer. I've gained a soul and seen the truth of wealth. Anyo, the rising tides of prosperity ought to raise all who brave the ocean.
Careful, Glass. You might drown.
Broker down! Tenno, rally on the index! Dramatic! Big capitalization for Annual Corp! Investors are eyeing those dropped points! Big capitalization for Annual Corp! Points in the open! What a transaction! Index points up for grabs! Trading over!
Congratulations, Tenno. But remember, on the index, nothing stays up forever.
Investors, ready your brokers! The index is about to open!
We want our prisoners back. Wager them before this gets expensive for you.
Fine, I'll throw in one of the prisoners. He's not the one I was looking for anyway. But the girl, she stays with me.
Points in the open! Capitalization! Investors are eyeing those dropped points! Annual Corp is working its way out of debt! Broker down!
Investors, welcome to the index. May the void bless your precious credits.
Index points up for grabs! Annual Corp is working its way out of debt! Not a good day on the index for Neff and his brokers. Investors are eyeing those dropped points! And the index closes!
Interesting performance, Glass. But do your brokers have the credits to keep going?
Glast, why is Neff so interested in Niwa? What are you not telling us?
I can only assume Anyo is trying to bait us back to the index. Thankfully, his gambling is a compulsion. We must win her back for the Myconians.
I see. There is a large platoon of Grenier Marines stationed here. Leave no one standing. Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching. You have broken their ranks and they are on the run. Another successful mission. Find extraction. Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
Who have we got on the line? Oh, yeah. I don't have a line. You know it.
I'm willing to bet one or two of these useless children if it means a chance to bankrupt your bleeding heart parent sequence. All those executives will surely come crawling back to me. Fodder for the Index.
Who rules the Index? Find out when the bell rings. The bell. Start killing, fishies! Brokers. Index points up for grabs. Investors are eyeing those dropped points. That broker wants a bonus. The Tenno are swimming up the Index. Broker down! Carnage! Points everywhere! Wonderful! That broker's carrying a lot of points! This is a risky transaction! Broker down! What a transaction! Index points up for grabs! Trading over! Tenno win! Disappointed expression. Investors nervous. Brokers in position. The bell about to ring. This is the Index! And the brokers are off! Points in the open! Broker down! Broker down! Investors smiling on that capitalization. Investors are eyeing those dropped points. The Tenno desperately trying to become the market leader.
Brokers, you need to turn this around. Your livelihood and life depend on it.
Points in the open.
be it. The void giveth, and the void taketh away.
Investors, ready your brokers. The index is about to open. And the brokers are off. Investors are eyeing those dropped points. Are eyeing those dropped points. Angel Corp on the comeback. And there's the bell.
Oh, by the void, you got me right in the pocketbook, Tenno. Keep doing that, and I'm going to have to ask Fraud Beck for a loan.
The dark-eyed man came today. He tapped the bars and said soon we'd be put to work. Fine, I screamed at him. Only if you tell us what's going on. Are my parents safe? He just laughed at me and said something about the void. I wonder what the mumblers would do to his face.
Hello, friend. You find me now amidst the bones of all I am, of the thing that mattered most to me in my too long life. You know, I wasn't sure it was possible to be less than a man, for I was a man once. This room was to be a shrine to one of my dearest friends, but now that shall never come to pass. Look around. and I will recount what was meant to be. Did I never tell you of Dante? No, I suppose I didn't. I suppose I hadn't the fortitude. The entirety of the Levirian is shaped by the lack of him, though perhaps only in ways that I can see. Though, by definition, a weapon of war, Dante was, first and foremost, a student of history. And he was my friend. Truthfully, much of the Levirian would not exist were it not for that bold, two-fisted academician's devotion to both myself and the cause of better understanding our history and ourselves. It shames me to think of what he would have to say about what I have done to our shared endeavor. Parvos Granum, you know the name. He of the gilded hand and gilded tongue. For an age he has sought what Dante and I had gathered together, our collected treasures. For one such as Granum there is no such thing as enough. In an age with no appetite for memory, maintaining a shrine to our shared history seemed folly. And so, in a low moment, I signed it all away. I've made such a terrible mistake, you see. In a universe at its own throat, where every living thing works daily to keep body and soul together, there's not much appetite for history, for stories. The Levirian may not be a real place, a place you can reach out and touch, but to reality it was anchored. And reality demands a tithe. It takes coin to keep this place rest, this shrine to memory. And a savvy businessman I was not. To be less than a man is to be a fool, and fool I was. I do not know what possessed me in that moment. I have no need for money, or food, or shelter, or care. Perhaps I merely felt my time was done, that the past had served its use, and me along with it. Whatever the reason, I allowed myself an instant to feel my misery to be greater than my life's purpose. A momentary indulgence that may be paid by every future generation until the sun goes dark. I would give much for my friend to have been here. Dante and I, we tempered each other's unique compulsions. You would have liked Dante, I feel. His end began, as it did for so many souls, with the Entrati family. The patriarch of that benighted family had fallen into decadence and disrepute, his name sullied by controversy and implications of madness. Then an erstwhile associate of mine, a gentleman by the name of Lloyd, a Master Entrati's man for more than a lifetime, well, vanished. Lloyd, his master, and his entire lineage just gone. There were rumors, of course. Master Entrati was known at that time for outlandish claims and questionable science relating to voices he was hearing, I believe. Gods from beyond the veil and whatnot. After the disappearances, Dante, never one to let a good mystery go, insisted on infiltrating the Entrati Manse and learning the truth for himself. I, however, being more familiar with the confidential details of Master Entrati's interests, urged him otherwise. I suppose you wonder why I would do such a thing, if I believed Master Entrati to be fit for little more than the asylum. Lloyd was, as I said, a dear friend. We spoke often. His last missive to me was a simple one. We end as we began. As a student of history and its occult apocrypha, I know the terrible import of those words, and so I cautioned Dante to remain by my side. He promised to do so, then did otherwise, and I never saw him again. Perhaps I was not so deft at tempering him as he was of me, and that, I suppose, was my first great failing, the parent of this second and most final one. I imagine you surmised why I have summoned you here. To ask that, in the name of whatever friendship we share, to lend your aid to my impossible predicament. To help preserve, not me, not this shadow of a man I once was, but to keep this monument to history alive, so that future generations may learn from it and never repeat our most shameful mistakes. Granham's obsession with that bygone age demands pieces of such. Ironic, really, that one man's interest in history serves only to strip an edifice whose singular purpose was to protect it. But there remains one slim hope: the sourcing of artifacts from places other than the Laverian, sourced by you at my direction. Help me, friend. Help me, that my one great and final mistake not be the error that turns our collective history and the work of lifetimes to a single miserable use, making a rich man richer.
I can feel the void in these brokers. They're full of fight. Oh, by all means, Glass, keep the credits rolling. Fortune is like the seasons. It always changes. Well, for you, that is. All right, my loyal brokers. These fools wish to be parted with their credits. Let's see if we can't give them what they deserve. Buy the void! Ring the bell!
Investors nervous. Brokers in position. The bell about to ring. This is the index. The bell. Start killing, fishies! Brokers. Index points up for grabs. Index points.
What was that? This is highly irregular. The odds of that occurring by accident are astronomical. This was an act of sabotage.
Points in the open. Capitalization's trending up.
There's a bonus for each one of you at the end of this match.
Index points up for grabs. Broker down. Points in the open. Brokers holding many points look like shiny bait. The index is up. Brokers, trading is complete.
Thank you for the credits, Tenno.
I can feel the void in these brokers. They're full of fight. Oh, by all means, Glass, keep the credits rolling. Fortune is like the seasons. It always changes. Well, for you, that is. All right, my loyal brokers. These fools wish to be parted with their credits. Let's see if we can't give them what they deserve. Buy the void. Ring the bell.
Investors nervous. Brokers in position. The bell about to ring. This is the index. And the brokers start trading bullets. Index points up for grabs.
What was that? This is highly irregular. The odds of that occurring by accident are astronomical. This was an act of sabotage.
points up for grabs! The index is up! Broker down! Got him! Right in the finances! Corp is working its way out of debt. Investors are eyeing those dropped points. Got 'em! Right in the finances. Restrain enthusiasm for that capitalization. Index points up for grabs! Trading over!
I can feel the void in these brokers. They're full of fight. Oh, by all means, Glass, keep the credits rolling. Fortune is like the seasons. It always changes. Well, for you, that is. All right, my loyal brokers. These fools wish to be parted with their credits. Let's see if we can't give them what they deserve. Buy the void. Ring the bell.
Who rules the index? Find out when the bell rings. And the brokers are off.
What was that? This is highly irregular. The odds of that occurring by accident are astronomical. This was an act of sabotage.
Broker down! Index points up for grabs! That's rising on the index with that capitalization! Broker down! Points in the open! Capitalization annual! A dark day for the Tenno! Tenno rally on the index! Dramatic! Investors are eyeing those dropped points! drawing back gains. Trading over. Tenno Real in the wind. Investors nervous. Brokers in position. The bell about to ring. This is the index. The bell. Start killing, fishies! Brokers. Investors are eyeing those dropped points. Investors are eyeing those dropped points. It's a hostile market for Annual Corp.
Come on, broker. How long are you going to let them do this to you?
Investors are eyeing those dropped points. Big capitalization for Annual Corp. Index points up for grabs. Not a good day on the index for Neff and his brokers. Got him! Right in the finances!
Come on, broker. How long are you going to let them do this to you?
Index points up for grabs! Annual Corp on the comeback! Brokers, trading is complete! Tenno win! Disappointed expression! Investors nervous, brokers in position. The bell about to ring. This is the index. An eruption of chaos on the trading floor. Points in the open. Points in the open. Restrained enthusiasm for that capitalization. Investors are eyeing those dropped points. Shares soar on that brutal capitalization. Investors are eyeing those dropped points. Broker down! Not a good day on the index for Neff and his brokers.
Investors, welcome to the index. May the void bless your precious credits.
Brokers, trading is complete.
Glass, in light of their recent performance, we have decided to relist your brokers. You may now compete openly on the Index. You're in the big leagues now, little man. May the void keep you from ruin.
Success. We've been relisted. We can now place the kind of bets we need to attract the greed of Anyo. We need to entice him enough to wager the hostages and the Triuna. However, we must exercise caution. Don't come on too strong, or he will back off. We need to, as they say, hustle him.
Investors nervous. Brokers in position. The bell about to ring. This is the Index.
Fight hard and win, but not by so much as to make the mark nervous. If Anyo loses by a wide margin, his gambler's instincts will make him walk away and will have failed the Myconians, failed Niwa. Keep your victory within this margin.
Index points up for grabs. Bad day for Annual and his investors. Broker down. Broker down! Brokers, trading is complete. Tenno win. Disappointed expression. Investors nervous. Brokers in position. The bell about to ring. This is the index.
This is it, Anyo. If we win this one, we're fighting for the return of Niwa in the next round. That, or we will walk away with your credits.
You're in no position to dictate terms. You forget, this is my index.
Ah, did you hear that, Tenno? Mr. Anyo is afraid he'll lose.
The Tenno score. Investors get jittery. Points in the open. Cephalon Star has been resequenced as an announcer. Surprise! Look! Carnage! Points everywhere! Wonderful! Annual Corp is working its way out of debt. Investors are eyeing strong points. That broker wants a bonus. Points in the bank mean credits in the pocket. Restrained enthusiasm for that capitalization. Points in the open. And there's the bell.
So be it. The void giveth, and the void taketh away.
Mr. Anyo, are you afraid the void is no longer on your side?
Blasphemy! I am an instrument of the void's will. From the void flows fortune to those worthy.
Then prove you are worthy, Anyo. Up your ante, Niwa and the Triuna.
Points in the open. Not a good day on the index for Neff and his brokers. All eyes on that market upset. Got him! Right in the finances! Eyes on broker with many points. Risky move. Bad day for Annual and his investors. Points in the open. Index points up for grabs. Broker down. Trading over.
The Void has spoken to me, Glass. I'll give you the chance you want, but it will cost you dearly. I will wager these pitiful colonists and their totem, but you must put in kind. If I lose, they're yours. But should I win, Glass, your corpus titles, holdings, land, all will be mine. So, what do you say?
I'm in.
Papa said I was born special. Niwa, he said, you're not just our child. You're the Triuna, our protector. I guess no one asks to be the Triuna. It was just my turn. But without me, the Mumblers will take all of our families. They'll be mushed together like smudged ink. Lost forever. I have to get out of here. I have to get home.
Niwa is the Triuna. That's why Neff's so interested in her. Suddenly, this all makes sense. The Myconians had concealed her abilities to protect her. But why give a child such a burden?
My dear Glass, why are you so eager to tempt ruin for a little girl? You'll soon see how the Void favors my fortune above yours.
Wealth has no purpose until turned against suffering. I'd wager more if I had it.
Your winning streak stops here. The index is mine, after all.
Let the trading begin! Exciting! Points in the open!
What is this? What's going on? Anyo, swear on the Void that you're not cheating.
My dear Glass, I assure you I have no idea what you're talking about.
Keep fighting, Tenno. I'm investigating the source of these anomalies.
Index points up for grabs! broker wants a bonus. Points in the open. The Nano are losing. Biased excitement. Points in the open. Carnage! Points everywhere! Wonderful! Annual Corp pulls ahead! Delightful! Got him! Right in the finances! Brokers! Trading is complete!
Glast, it looks like your crack team of brokers just cracked under pressure. Now I'm in the black, and you're facing financial ruin. A deserving end for your contempt of the corpus way of life. They made you what you are. You deserve bankruptcy.
Ergo's suspicions are correct. Neff cheated. I have identified the systems responsible for these cheats. I need you to break into Annual Corp's servers and steal the control codes for his traps. You are here to steal the control codes to Neff Anyo's traps. Only then can he be defeated in the Index.
Tenno, I need not remind you there is little margin for error. The fraudster cannot know we have gained the upper hand.
You've reached a vault. Find the console and retrieve the security code. This isn't a code, it's something else. A recording from Niwa. Tenno, continue with your mission while I decrypt this message. You've reached a vault. Find the console and retrieve the security code. This is it. We have the code.
You have executed the plan beautifully. Get ready for your next battle on the Index. The outcome promises to be much different.
You've reached a vault. Find the console and retrieve the security code. You got it. The data is still intact. We have everything we came for. Get to extraction. Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
How much longer can I go on for? The passing will come in a few years with no one to take the Triuna from me. I'll just be gone, surrounded by rusting robots, and the Triuna will be lost forever.
Ergo, what is this passing? What do you know about the Triuna?
Triuna is the Myconian's chosen one. It passes from one to the next in a simple ceremony. A pinprick on the finger is all it is.
A disease.
Yes, likely. The Myconians may be carriers with ancestral resistance to the infestation. Or they are merely keepers of the flame, perpetuating a weaker strain through this ritual.
The infested fear hybrids.
They do, and so the Myconians harvest them without violence. That is their way of life. Eventually, the Triuna succumbs to the burden, and so they must pass it on, and on, lighting a new torch before the other fades away.
Fades? You mean dies. We could cure her before that happened.
Of what? An extraordinary gift? No Triuna would ever want to lose that. They live in honor, to serve their people, for the greater good.
But they're only children.
It's overglassed. I have everything I want. Niwa is mine, and the sequence's president is in ruin. You have nothing to wager that interests me.
The Myconians do. An old war relic will be our wager. In a way, a product of the void. Something you might have more than passing interest for. Am I right?
Don't kid yourself. What? It's disgusting. It's beautiful. Those colonists would wager this? Don't those idiots realize how much this is worth?
All or nothing. Held in escrow. Are you in, Neff?
Yes. By the void, I'm in.
Sorry I haven't spoken so much. I've been very concentrated. This fucking asshole cheats every single time. That's why I suddenly die for no reason. He was cheating. But now he can't cheat because I have all of the cheat codes. Hopefully someone answers anytime soon.
It's overglassed. I have everything I want. Niwa is mine, and the sequence's president is in ruin. You have nothing to wager that interests me.
The Myconians do. An old war relic will be our wager. In a way, a product of the void. Something you might have more than passing interest for. Am I right?
Don't kid yourself. What? It's disgusting. It's beautiful. Those colonists would wager this? Don't those idiots realize how much this is worth?
All or nothing. Held in escrow. Are you in, Neff?
Yes. By the void, I'm in.
Capitalists, are you ready for the index?
I've grown tired of this, brokers. Dish out your humiliation so I may retire to counting my riches.
Broker down! Index points up for grabs!
Wait, what is this? Play fair, you metal wretches!
Brokers, you need to turn this around. Your livelihood and life depend on it.
Investors are eyeing those dropped points! Points in the open! Shares soar on that brutal capitalization!
brokers? How are they winning? By the void, this is my index! This shouldn't be possible!
Don't you recognize the free market in action, Mr. Anya? Allow my brokers to teach you how it's supposed to work.
Brokers, what's going on? Are you trying to get fired?
Investors are eyeing those dropped coins. Investors are eyeing those dropped points. Investors are eyeing those dropped points.
Come on, brokers. How long are you going to let them do this to you?
Points in the open. Index points up for grabs. Shares soar on that brutal capitalization. Trading over.
So be it. The void giveth, and the void taketh away.
Investors, ready your brokers. The index is about to open.
Glast, what have you done?
I guess the odds aren't in your favor today, Neff.
Broker down.
Come on, brokers. How long are you going to let them do this to you?
Broker down. That broker wants a bonus. Investors are eyeing those dropped points. Yes, taking big hits on the index. Index points up for grabs. The Tenno are swimming up the index. Points in the open. Restrained enthusiasm for that capitalization. Broker down. That's brokers in the red. Brokers, trading is complete.
Well, well, look at that. Even a loser can win a coin toss now and then. Now, let's say we do a rematch. I'll throw in some of your old holdings in Eris.
I think we'll cash in now, Mr. Anyo. Don't want to push our luck too far.
What? No, wait just a moment. I have an exciting wager for you. Ore discoveries in the outer sectors. And to up the ante, a new squadron of Bursas hot off the assembly line. What do you say? Are you in? Hello? Answer me!
Lotus, you may now return the child to her people.
She could be cured. Why return her? So she lives a shortened life surrounded by monsters?
Surrounded by family. Her people who honor her. Are you really going to impose your own values on these people you don't understand?
She only thinks this is what she wants. What you call tradition, others call indoctrination. If she comes to the relay and is cured, she'll be free to return to her people if that's her choice.
And the Myconians? Without the passing, their way of life will end forever. Their skills, their traditions, wiped out by a powerful outsider.
They'd have to adapt, yes. We'd do our best to protect them, as we do for all that suffer. Tenno, you've lived through similar obligations. What would you choose for Niwa?
See in the background we have the colors. So curing her, it's white good. Let her decide. It's both good and bad. Send her home. It's bad apparently.
This is a strange place. So clean. Everyone is nice to me, so I guess I'll get used to it. I'm still weak from the treatment, but I feel stronger every day. I don't know what I'm going to do now. I guess anything I want. I miss my papa and my family, but I sure don't miss the mumblers. Thank you, Tenno.
Tenno, you made the right choice. Niwa is recovering well with many opportunities in front of her. Rest well, knowing that you helped her escape an early death in some darkened infested freighter. The Myconians are safe too. A contingent of specters will now protect them from the infested. They will adapt to this new reality, and no more children will have this affliction forced upon them. As agreed, the Myconians have sent you their old war relic. I'll give you the final word to Niwa, the Lotus. These items have been delivered to your inventory. Nidus Blueprint is the relic. The Glass Gambit quest complete. Nef Ayo has stolen the children of the Myconian colony and it's up to you to get them back. You must challenge Nerf the Index and beat him at his own game, but Tenno, beware, not all of it is as it seems. Niwa. So we got the Silver Grove and Octavia's Anthem. The Silver Grove is for the union that I'm following, Octavia's Anthem.
Are you ready to help our Silver Grove? We need the Apothic to awaken its defenses. Scour the system and find the plants we need.
Apothics? Forest defenses? Typical new Luca Kavachi. I suppose anything is possible. I've inspected this Apothic. There's an encoded message attached.
My bags are packed. I'm all set to leave. I can't believe I'll be working with one of my childhood heroes, Archimedean Margulis. On comms, she said she needed the best infestation biologist there was. I think my knees almost gave out. As I log this, I'm looking out the stained plastic of my field tent into the dead, yellow sky of Earth. I smell the vague sulfur and toxins leaking through the seals. Yet, somehow, I'm gonna miss this place. Leaving here feels like I'm giving up on my dream. My dream to see green and blue return to the sick and dying mother of us all. But I'm frustrated with my lack of progress. I've tried everything to accelerate the ailing vegetation, to guide and nurture the soil, but nothing comes of it. I need a change. Now I have that opportunity, and thanks to Margulis, I'm relieved I won't be drafted into some Orican war project.
The Dusklight Saracenia grows best in absolute filth. I mean, 100% pollution, poisonous air, and water. Really, what kind of plant thrives in those conditions? Lovely name, though.
Well, I thought I will be able to do more than one quest. It appears that I can't. I'll be leaving this next quest for the next time. I need like a more than 2 or 3 hours, probably 4 hours at least, to complete at least 2 quests at the same time. Anyway, I'll see you on the next stream. The next stream is going to be Genshin Impact because we have new stories to complete.